start by saying this video isn't for anybody to feel bad for me, for anybody to worry about me, or for any of that shit. This is just a video me getting shit off my chest that I've been held in for years now. It's been years since I've been holding all this shit in. So from the age of 15 until now, I've been on my own, basically. I've been working my ass off, trying to get to a better life, get to a better position in the world. From going to jail 3 times, fucking up my life over and over, from going broke to going rich to going back down the road, from having women to not having women to fucking up relationships. I've been through so much. Losing my great granny, I've been through so much. And I never once thought, like, I wouldn't even say never once, but there's been times where I thought I didn't have a purpose in this world no more because of everything that I put myself through. Because most shit, you only go through what you put out there in the world. And I put myself through a lot of the shit I went through. I put myself in that position, from arguing with women to cheating to being a pimp, hoe, whatever you want to call it, until now. Like, I matured over the years enough to know that all this shit in the world is not worth it no more. Like, as we speak, we got all this shit going on in this world, and a lot of people going through what they going through, men going through mental issues, women going through issues. It's a fact that nobody would care about you if you're not known. Nobody gives a damn. And I'm not just saying that just for me to be exact, but I'm saying that as for people out here in this world that really are going through worse than what I'm going through, and are really taking it harder than I am. See, I'm going through shit, but not as bad, because I'm learning to cope with a lot of things. I'm learning to bring peace to myself. I'm learning to forgive myself for a lot of things that I've done in the world, a lot of things that I went through, mainly with family. Family was like the biggest issue, from me fighting with my mother, from her letting my cousin hit me with a board, to me leaving and moving in with my auntie and stuff. Mom had basically, I wouldn't even say like mentally and verbally abused me, for physically a little bit too, for years. Favored my little brother and sister for years. My big sister moved out way ahead of time, and I wish I would have did that with her. And she moved out and went with my grandmama, stayed with my grandmama for years. She went through high school with grandmama, college with grandmama, went through everything with my grandmama. I did too. I went through elementary with my grandmama. And then my mom came back and got me, which I kind of wish she never did that, because I probably would be better, in a better mindset if she would have left me where I was. Like, I'm not here to diss my mother, not here to, talk down on her, but most of the shit she's caused in my life come back some days and haunt me in the past, just because of the simple fact that I went through those things at a young age. A child should never, no parent should ever want to put their child through that shit. No parent at all. And for me, losing my great great grandma was the biggest thing ever, and really what caused everybody in the family to split, for me to rebel against everybody, for me to want to go my own direction and stuff, because my great grandma was like the post, the position that was holding everybody together. But once she died, it caused a lot of people and everybody to social distance each other from each other, and nobody would come around no more. I was not going to school because I was going through depression, and I was taking it harder than I think almost any of them. I was taking it harder than any of them, and it's just the simple fact that what I went through, even after she passed, what was still enough to make somebody want to say, yeah, fuck the world, fuck life, fuck being here anymore, because it felt like nobody cared for me. I mean, I had my auntie, don't get me wrong, I had my auntie, but then it felt like nobody cared for me no more. I still felt like I was on my own in this world, because basically I really was still on my own in this world. I really kind of was, because if you think about it, don't know my father, don't know who he is. I done been told he's white, been told he's black, been told he's short from everybody. I don't know who the fuck that nigga is. The nigga gave my mama $20 and he dipped. So it's not even something I think about it anymore, because I'm gonna always be a better man than he was for leaving, because no child has to be here. You leave out on an unborn child that didn't do nothing, that didn't know he was coming, and didn't do nothing. I didn't have no clue that I was made from them. I didn't know who I was gonna come out to in the world to. So I'm always be a better man than what he was. But as I'm still learning and still growing to become that man, it's a lot that you realize the more you get older as a man. It's a lot that you realize that you can't do it as a man. Like, it's a lot that you realize that you have to accomplish as a man. For starting, when it comes to women, like, I had my days with women. I don't became a parent. I don't have older women. I had women my age. I don't have women a year younger than me. I don't had it all. I don't did it all. This shit got boring at a certain point in life. It really got boring, like, to the point where it was like having all these women in your phone, having to manage which one you're texting so you don't text the wrong thing, multiple on calling your phone. It got to the point where it wasn't worth it anymore. Like, and the craziest thing, I had somebody that I was with too at the same time while doing what I was doing, even though she got back at me too multiple times on different occasions. Well, it was still my doing on why she wanted to go do what she wanted to do. Me growing up and seeing that my mom had multiple boyfriends and shit, it kind of had me to where the point where I'm like, if she can do it, I can do it. And she did it. I mean, she had multiple dudes. I don't watch her. She was in one relationship, and she had sex with her ex-boyfriend. Like, I know her ex-boyfriend till this day. I still talk to the dude. So me watching her and not knowing, that having one woman is okay, not being with multiple women is not something that you want to do. I was just doing what I wanted to do. I was just pimping, really. I was being a hoe. Had women left to right. I had them older, younger. I don't have it all. But I still had that one relationship with just one girl. Like, me and her was together for almost 4 years. We was together for 3.5 years. And we ended up breaking up over a fight because we realized that the relationship was getting too toxic. People were starting to hands were starting to be thrown, words were starting to come out that shouldn't be said in no relationships, nobody. We realized that, so we ended up calling the relationship off, and breaking up with each other. And I'm not gonna say that was the worst relationship, because it really wasn't at all. It was like the only real relationship that I ever had. Like, she was always there. She really was like the best relationship I ever had. Even though we had our differences, we had issues with each other, even though we sat there and fought each other, I would never diss her, I would never talk bad about her, I would never call her out, because at the end of the day, she was always real with me. Even when people wasn't, she was always real. It was me now. I'm at the point in my life where I know I want to get married, but then at the same time I don't, because this generation, this world as it is now, a lot of women don't want to just settle down with one person. A lot of women want this in the man, this, that, in the man, but then at the same time, they can't return that. They can't return that. Because I'm a man that just asks for 3 things: loyalty, honesty, and respect. Other than that, you good with me. All I ask for is you have your mindset, you know what you want to do. You know that if you're not going to fuck with me, I want you to communicate that shit with me. Don't sit there and lead me to where I'm thinking, like, am I doing something wrong and shit? I want you to done been in both multiple talking stages where, the woman wouldn't let me know, like, oh, she didn't want to rock with me or some shit, and then, I'm in the wind until I find out something else. Or I done been a talking stage where I even messed up the talking stage where I was pushing on it a little too hard and shit. I pushed on it a little too hard. I fell for it a little too hard, and it caused us to, low key push back. Well, for her to push back off me and stuff. And I mean, it is like that in this world. As a man, sometimes it's hard enough to admit that most of the relationships, most of the talking stages are ruined on your behalf. Like, most people don't want to say that, oh, they did this, they did that, without admitting that what they did wrong. Most of my talking stages, yeah, I probably did something wrong, but most of them I kind of didn't. I just wasn't really feeling it no more because I'm a mindset person. You can have the looks, but your mindset, you can determine it all for me. But I like to know what your goals for the next 5 years. I like to know what you do for a living as we speak. Like right now, I work for Volkswagen. I'm becoming a full-time technician. I work on my own car myself. So it's like becoming a start of a career for me. So I like to know, what are you doing to make your career jump? What are you doing for a career? What do you see yourself? What do you see us? Like, if there is a us, what would you like to see us at? What would you like for us to be at? What would you like to know? Like, I'm a mindset person, because at the same time, I never judge a book by. I'm not gonna ever judge a book by its cover, because that's what I used to do. I used to look at a woman and be like, oh no, she's a hoe for what she's wearing. Oh no, she's a hoe from what I know her from, and some shit like that. But that never been the case. That never been the case. Like, I went to Frederick Douglass High School. If you know Doug, you know Doug. Motherfucking women in that bitch a hoe. But most of them are not a hoe. They just the way they dress themselves. They want to dress themselves how they want to dress themselves. They want to be comfortable with themselves. And I had to realize that that's not all women are not hoes. All men are not hoes. I understand that I was a hoe at one point in my world, in my life. But everybody comes from somewhere. Everybody comes from a background. Everybody comes from something that broke them to turn them into what they became. Like for me, I had a heartbreak, two heartbreaks before. I had that one. So me going through my first heartbreak turned me into a hoe. It turned me into somebody that didn't want to, be with just one woman. They wanted to have multiple women at the same time. They wanted to just pimp and just have a lot of them on the side. That turned me into that. But me going through so much and me growing up over the years and over the days that went by, I just seen that it's not it. As people, as boys, as men, we think it is. We think it's okay when it really ain't okay, because if you're thinking about it, you're hurting another woman's heart. You're hurting their feelings. You're hurting them. You're hurting somebody's daughter, because I have a daughter. I don't want my daughter to go through that, because I know how I'm going to react to it. I'm going to go hurt the little boy, hurt him and stuff, and like, you broke my daughter's heart. But then I have to realize that coming up, I was hurting women's heart. I was blocking women texting other women, blocking them to, they will fall in love with me. I get the fuck on and shit. Like, I was at that point where I was doing that at the same time. So I have to realize that when you put something out here in this world, it will always return in its favor and come back and get you and bite you in the ass. Because I know I had a lot of shit bite me in the ass, but something like that will always come back. Like, you don't cover up your tracks, do it the right way, it always will come back. And I know from experience, I don't have multiple women come back out of nowhere and say that, oh yeah, I used to talk to them and I don't like that shit most of the time. I don't have women come back and asking, like, the person I was with, what, oh, they saying that they fucked me and all that shit. That shit wasn't even true right there. That shit wasn't even true. So this video, I don't know why I'm going all over the place, really. It's really just me ranting about shit, getting shit off my chest that I feel like I just gotta get off. Really, I don't even know where the fuck I'm going with the video, but it just me just talking, really. I don't care if y'all don't understand. I don't care if y'all don't like it. I don't care what you say. This is just a video of where I feel like I gotta get all this off my chest for me, expressing myself for once, because I don't express for nobody. Nobody will can get me to express anything, y'all. I'm always be hidden and locked up inside. I would never want to express that to nobody. Mainly, after the death of my great grandmama, she died. I never got to go to the funeral. Every year that takes a toll on me. Every year her birthday comes, it takes a toll on me. I finally got to see her grave after 6 years. No, I think it's been 5 years. 6 years, yeah. It's been 6 years since she been gone. I finally seen her grave in March when my great uncle died. He died and they buried him right next to her, and I finally got to see her. I finally got to see my great grandmama grave. After all these years, I've never once been there, didn't go to the funeral. And I didn't even go to the funeral because of family. I didn't want to cut my hair off, like as a child in middle school and stuff. I was bald headed and stuff. And they wouldn't let me grow my hair out and stuff like I wanted to. I was getting bullied. You know, bullying causes people to have trauma as growing up. Bullying causes people to, you know, protect themselves and shit, because motherfuckers don't know how to leave people alone. So them doing that made me say that, oh yeah, I want to grow my hair out so they can stop. And my mama and them didn't understand that shit, so they didn't want me to. So I didn't know, they ended up telling me that I can't go to the funeral if I don't cut my hair off, and I didn't. I chose not to. Like, some days I regret it. I should have just cut it off because it would grow back. But then some days I say that they should have understood. I'm getting older. They should have understood and listened to me. That cutting my hair off is not something I want to do. I understand I don't have a job enough to pay for my own hair, but at the same time, as a mother, you should understand your child. If I'm telling you that I'm getting bullied, but you're telling me that, oh, you'll be all right, tell the teacher or some shit, when teachers don't even listen. That's what did that out there. Teachers don't listen to you. Teachers don't listen to the kid. Teachers are there to get paid. Some teachers will listen, some teachers don't. The teachers I had, they didn't kind of give a damn. Mind you, I'm from the hood. I'm from Bankhead. Like, them teachers didn't give no fuck. My mama didn't give no fuck. Uncles didn't give no fuck. Like, I lost one uncle in 2019, and I lost my grandmama the year after. It wasn't even months apart. Oh yeah, it was months apart. It wasn't even years apart. They died right back to back with each other. So, you know, I lost two people that I cared about right back to back. So, you know, that shit took a major toll on me. And it caused me to go through as much as I did now. Like, now, don't get me wrong. You know, I found my purpose in this where I felt like I know where I want to go with this in my life. Because I got my boy Leggy, my little dog, I got little DJ, I got my sister Quay, my sister Tatiana, sister Jazz, and then I got my bros and shit. I got my auntie. But like with them behind my back, I got my Mimi too. Like them behind my back and shit got me knowing where I want to go with my life and shit. Knowing what I want to do for my career. Knowing what I want to do as a human individual that didn't know what he wanted to do for years. Until now, he finally does know what he wants to do. He finally does know what he wants when it comes to life, when it comes to a relationship. And I'm not even rushing for a relationship right now because I still got shit that I'm trying to figure out. I'm still, you know, I got bills to take care of. I got fucking car that's giving me issues every goddamn week, every month. I haven't drove my car in a full month and a half now. I think it's been a month and a half. Better be 2 months. I haven't drove that car. I haven't drove that car almost 2 months. Just because of the simple fact that I let somebody else touch my shit and he broke almost everything. He fucked everything up. So nothing was fixed properly. So I'm backtracking, putting it in shops for them to fix it. I'm fixing the issues, letting my coworker fix the issues and stuff. So me doing all that, even put me in a bad hole. My damn shit, that car put me in a bad asshole. So I'm not looking for a relationship as we speak like that. But it's the simple fact that, you know, when it comes to relationships, life, I'm still learning how to put, you know, shit aside, you know, because I'm the type of man that I work. I gotta work and grind. I gotta get it to where I want to be at because of where I come from. Like, you know, I done been evicted. I done been put out of places. My boyfriend put her hands on her, put us out. I done been out of places to lie. I done came through from, I wouldn't even say the mud because I didn't come from the mud. Like, I still had family and shit, but they didn't want to take care of us like that. They didn't want to help my mama out like that. So it's been a lot of times where mama didn't have money that we didn't really eat like that. Some nights we did, some days. Like, it was a 50-50 if we were to eat something good or if we would eat like a sandwich or something, then go to school and just eat. Like, I didn't say nothing. But I always tried to, you know, flex my life like it was something bigger than what it was. As a child, I flexed it harder than what it really was. And my life wasn't as big as all the other kids' lives and shit. Their lives was way better than mine. Like, I was still rocking the same shoes for years as a kid growing up. They coming apart and shit. Mom gluing it back up just because she couldn't buy us the shoes we wanted and stuff. And I didn't understand, you know, what she was going through until now that I get to the age. Like, I don't even buy myself shoes. That's one thing. My shoes are expensive. I wear 15 and a half. I just bought my Jordan 11. It's probably like the only shoe I'm finna rock for a little minute. But for years, we went without shoes for years. We went without food for a while. Not like we'll have something, but we had to eat it everywhere else without telling people that what we were going through. Like, my little brother had his dad, big sister had her dad. Me and my little sister don't know ours. That's because of my mama behalf, though. My mama decided to lay up with dudes that wasn't no good, even though she didn't know they was no good. But once she got pregnant and my dad left, my little sister's dad, she framed the wrong dude for being the father. So neither one of us know our fathers, but I'm not willing to even find my father because I'm at the point in my life, at the age I'm at, I don't need him no more. Like, I don't want to know him. I don't need him. I don't care for him to be here no more. Because you had all this time to come find me and come be there, but you chose not to. So wherever he's at, he can kiss it, he can die. All I can care for anything else about him. Because he's not something I care for anymore. Blood ain't thicker than water. The water is thicker than blood. You don't realize who's there for you until you start going through shit. You don't realize what family member is there for you once you start going through a lot of shit. And I realized my big sister was the only one that was there for me. My auntie was the only one there for me. Auntie not even blood. That's the bad part about it. My auntie not even blood. But my big sister is, though. She was the only one there for me. She was the only one willing to help me out when I needed some money. Auntie was the only one willing to help me out. I know my auntie since I was a baby. Not even blood, though. So that really shows you who's there versus who's not there in the family line. Like, me, got a big family. None of them were there. All of them, the distance they said, once they found out me and my mama got into it, my mama told lies to them. She told them I put my hands on her when all I did was push her. All I did was just push my mama back because I was tired of getting beat on and shit. So I just pushed her back. But I became the bad guy. She called the cops on me. I went to jail. So it's like, when do people now realize that your family ain't family, really? That shit don't matter. You live your life to the point where family ain't family no more. Your friends are more family than you. Like, my dog Brandon, bro, his mama take real good care of him and his brothers and sisters. Like, she even take care of me too when I go over there. I go down there, go eat and chill with them for a while. Just because of the simple fact that I don't have family like that. I don't have nobody I can really come to like that. But I can go to her. I can go to them. I can go sit down with them like I'm a part of the family and shit. I got my sister Tatiana. I go over there, eat with her and Mom Dukes and them. Like, that's family, but they're not even blood though. That's the problem. They're not even blood, but they've been there more than my own real family. I got my cousin Mike, not even blood. Been there longer than anybody. I got Journeys. I got all these people that are not blood, but they more family than anybody. And that's not even an issue, really. That's not even a problem. It's just a simple fact that you would think that your family, since y'all are blood, that they would be there for you. They will help you out when you need to. But once you get to that point in life where they don't see that you're gonna be somebody, they were not gonna help you. Like, my own mother told me I was gonna live on their bridge. My own grandmother said the same thing. My own great granddaddy said the same thing. Nobody believed in what I become to this day, besides my auntie. My auntie was my biggest supporter coming up. She pushed me to get through school, even though me and her had our differences and I left. Just because I was being young and dumb. And all she wanted was me to just do right in school. That's all she wanted. But I did graduate though. I did graduate for her though. I didn't. She wanted me to get a good job. I'm at Volkswagen, that's a whole dealership. I mean, I'm still working on my life, getting to a better point in my life. I'm still working on that shit, trying to get this car out of the way so it can stop putting me in the financial hole and shit, and all these bills and stuff keep popping up and stuff. So I'm still working on my shit, but I'm at a better point than I was last year. I'm at a better point than I was the year before that. I'm at a better point than I was in shit my whole entire life, because I thought I was gonna be in jail right now. From the times I done went to jail for mother situation. I done went to jail for driving without a license. I done went to jail for arguing with my ex. I went to jail because of her. Not even because of her. I'm not even gonna say that. It wasn't even because of her, because she actually told the police that I didn't do it. Like, shout out to her. She actually tried to defend me from Cobb County. Cobb County is the one that locked me up. She tried to defend me from them and tell them that I didn't, when I never did actually. They told her that I kidnapped her and I did this. I'm like, we just came from a basketball game. How the fuck did I kidnap her? But I didn't know that in a situation like that, if strangers, like, because witnesses call the police. If witnesses call the police and they say some shit, they have to come take the man, because the man is stronger than the woman in that kind of situation. Not knowing that sometimes the men don't hit the women, it be the other way around. But sometimes it actually be the man hitting them. But then that occasion, it wasn't neither. It wasn't neither. She didn't have bruises. All she was doing was crying because I was yelling like a storm. But no, Cobb County didn't listen. They locked my ass up. I had to pay $6,000 to get out of jail. But sitting in there off that charge made me really think that arguing with a female is pointless. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna get your point out. Even if you do, you're not gonna listen. They're emotional animals that you have to understand in this world as a growing man. You have to understand that you won't always win a battle with a female. You won't. It comes to a point you have to just realize that saying okay, it's not wrong. Saying you got it, it's not wrong, because it's you stopping the situation before it escalates. And I learned that so late in life that arguing with a female is pointless. Because 9 times out of 10, either they want to see the best for you, or they're actually just trying to argue with you, just to argue with you to make you mad. There's no point in arguing with a female in this world. There's no point. There's no point in putting your hands on a female, because you do that, you're a bitch. Don't get me wrong, me and my ex, we used to play fight. But that's play fighting. That's us not getting mad because she's not swinging really. I'm throwing pillows and stuff at her. We knew we wasn't taking that shit serious. We knew we wasn't trying to harm each other. There's a difference. But you just have to know as a dude that the world is so on female. The world, everything wraps around the female. When it comes to having kids, when it comes to fights, arguments, all that shit is around females. You have to know how to keep your mouth shut because of certain shit you cannot say because they have more control than you in any situation. Like, you can be stronger than them, smarter than them, all you want to, but at the end of the day, they always gonna get away with what they want to get away with. You can never sit there and fight with a female about certain shit because at the end of the day, they're gonna be right on certain occasions, or they're never gonna admit that they're wrong. Michael Beasley said, when have you ever met a female that take accountability? And that's true. Most females will not take accountability. Most men won't take accountability. I was at that point in life where I didn't want to take accountability for years. But it just, you get to that age, like, accountability, is nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with taking accountability for your actions. Ain't nothing wrong with telling somebody you're sorry. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. Like, I'm sorry for a lot of shit in this world. I'm sorry for just even some days I'll be like, I'm sorry to my mom. I don't even tell her that, but I'll be like, I'm sorry for even coming into your life. Cause that's how deep it gets when you come from so fucking much, and you grow, and you look back at everything. You just be like, damn, wow, I went through all this shit. I went through all this. Nobody was there for me. Nobody cared. The people that cared wasn't blood. The people that cared wasn't the people that you thought would care. That shit takes a lot on you. That shit takes a lot. And it's just, you look back and you just see that family ain't family. You just look back and see that as a man, you just gotta do what you gotta do in this world. Like, you can't express yourself. You can be like he said, you can be depressed, but don't show you depressed. You can go through shit, but don't show you going through the shit. You gotta stay strong. Man, when you got a little one looking up to you and shit, want to be like you when he grow up. You gotta be strong and shit. It don't matter what goes out. What you bring in is what matters the most. The energy you bring home, the energy you bring into your life will always gonna make an impact on you. It never, not once, will you never not bring some bad energy into your life. Never, not once have I not thought negative. I thought negative a lot. Always thought negative about certain shit in my life. Never thought I would be able to do something. And I had to realize, stop talking negative because the world is listening. The shit gets in the air, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's always negative energy in the air waiting to attack you. You have to think positive. I have to think positive on the daily because I know how I get on the daily. Like, certain days I actually wake up and I'll be like, what's the point in this world? What am I doing right now? Because you wake up but then I realized I came a long way. I got my own spot, I got my own car. I drive a lot. I work on my own shit. I've been grinding for my career. I've been trying to get to that point where working on my credit, trying to get that highest here. Like, I've come a long way from where I used to be, so I really have to thank the Lord on that part. I really have to thank the Lord for pushing me to that point. I really have to think that if it wasn't for Him, I wouldn't be here in not even a lot, in the position that I am in right now. If it wasn't for Him, thanks to Him, I'm in the position that I am now. I'm just looking for, if I don't get a full-time shop job right now, I'm just looking to get into a bigger shop or get into a different dealership. I want to go to the Dodge dealership, really. So it's just being in this world and seeing everything that goes on as a grown ass man now. You really think that, man, this world is a piece of shit. This world is not worth it no more. Right, but you gotta keep going, because ending your life ain't gonna get you nowhere but hurt other people, and that makes you look selfish because you took yourself away from other people that cared a lot about you. There's no need to ever not care about yourself in this world. No need to ever want to take your life. I understand. I done been there, but there's always no need to do that, to take yourself away.